an almost annual event that the State of Israel sponsors for Christian tourism. What was your impression of the event today?
Well, actually, it's amazing because when you get to see so many people that are passionate about Israel, people that are helping Israel in many ways, especially via tourism, learning to understand where it all started, where the Bible actually come alive in Israel. It's beautiful. It's awesome to see so many people are, in their most core values is loving Israel. So it's very moving, very touching, and obviously we like it. In many ways, the Christian Zionism is a relevantly new phenomena in history. And for me, as a scholar who I'm writing my dissertation about Jerry Falwell Sr., the grassroots movement that was established back in the 70s, and to see his awesome work on spreading that via church planting all across the United States, of people who deeply sense Israel, is something that for me is very unique, and actually see how a vision from books that I read become reality in a conference that I meet. So for me, that transformation is actually really amazing.
So after several years, 2 years of COVID, restrictions on travel, how are things evolving now? Because it must have been a big blow to the tourism industry on which Israel relies a great deal.
Right, so basically those 2 years that have just 2 years that no tourist, or almost no tourist, arrived to Israel. The only tourist that did, or not the only, but the most tourists who did exercise their faith is as the faith-based travelers. So they committed to Israel, and even the hard time that we had, every time there was a little window, they would come to Israel as pilgrims. So now we're trying to reconnect and invest in many facilities of the place that they like to visit, mainly in the Galilee, and trying to think about more creative ways in order when Christians come to Israel, they feel much more liked, much more part of it. That's being us here in America connected with organization, Jewish organization, Christian organization that sends their people to Israel, visiting on the layer of the faith-based travel. So we're putting a lot of efforts, advertising, being part of that whole thing.
Any subsidizing of?
Well, I mean, for here we gave a sponsorship to be part of the NRB. But yeah, I mean, it's something that in order to be, if you may call it like skin in the game, it's something that is important to see that we're into it, and I think people here appreciate that a lot. And
will there be enhancements to the hotels in the vicinities of Christian holy sites?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole issue. There is a tremendous, even though the coronavirus, there was a serious spike in building hotels, mainly, by the way, average, just a 2-3 stars hotel that can fit for all travelers, not all of them looking only for 5 stars hotel, luxurious. So that was a gap that was needed to close, and I believe that within the next few years we'll be able to see the boost of hotel building all across Israel, but mainly in the northern part, so it can be as a guest for people who come to travel in the holy Christianities, mainly in the north, obviously.
Good. Okay. Any other things that you'd like to touch on?
Would like to invite everybody to come. Don't wait for someday to come to Israel. Do it today.